Shit. What up, Senyin? How we doing? I gotta get a migration running here for work, so give me 1 second. Actually, more like 5 minutes, but oops, it's not the right login. 1 second, y'all. Like that, paste that in there. And we'll set our batch size to 50. And we'll start. Dope. All right, let's get up our monitoring. Why is AWS dashboard so bad? Like literally, it is the worst UI of all time. Hey Siri, set a timer for 48 minutes.
48 minutes starting now.
All right, I have to check one other dashboard and then we're good for 48 minutes. Okay, cool. I need to turn on amphetamine, and that goes to indefinite. Great. Bump that up, and we'll open up on a split screen Slack messages for alerts. Okay. All right. Now we can start. Let's get an image ready to tweet for the stream. In fact, I think I had one from yesterday that I really liked. Yeah. What do we want to say? We'll say functional programming, WebSockets, and Twitch. Oh my. Perfect. And drop on over into the Gleam Discord and let folks know we're streaming some Gleam. Oh shit. And all right, we have the links shared everywhere. And if I recall, yesterday where we left off, we were getting one of our servers was crashing over and over again, I think, so we should probably figure that out. All right. So when I run this, Curry said, "Hi Dylan, before you start, I'm a tax collector. I'm here to collect the dog tax. But don't resist the law and show us at least one dog. Thanks for your cooperation." All right, I would, but we're getting we're watching another dog today, and he's getting dropped off in like 15 minutes. And I have the other dogs closed in our bedroom upstairs because they just get like way too worked up when dogs get dropped off. So if you come back and try to recollect the tax at like 7:40 Eastern time, you can get 4 dogs for the price of 1. I think that's a pretty good deal. And so Justine and I both are fortunate that we have tech jobs and work from home. And for a while, we were doing Rover. And then we ended up finding a bunch of clients in our neighborhood that became our friends. And now we just watch their dogs. And we cut Rover out of the picture. So we make like an extra grand a month just watching our friends' dogs because we work from home. But occasionally we will have like 4 or 5 dogs here, and it's a little crazy, but they all get along and it's really easy most of the time, so kind of worth the money. Sounds like a decent deal. 4 dogs instead of 1. It's a good interest rate. Thank you, Curate. All right, let's confirm that this is actually crashing because I think it is. Well, one, let's test if our token is actually refreshing. So let's try our test chat. We should see a log to Twitch chat from me when I run this. Nope, my token expired. So I'm gonna have to blur my screen. Oh, ghosty update. 1 second. I cannot wait for the next OS X update, so I stop getting these freaking kernel panics. One, two. All right, that's 24. So let me restart the LSP here, because that shouldn't be. There we go. And let's jump over here and blur the screen for a second while I grab a new access token so I don't leak my creds again on stream. Screen filters, blur. All right. It's kind of weird though. Actually, let's not blur because this should actually be refreshing. This is a good test case to test our refresh. Oops, it's the wrong thing to drag. So we got an auth error that the validate token. Has anyone worked with Chrome extensions? I'm making a React Chrome extension. I'm stuck in an issue. I try to upload an image into my extension, but it only works if I have its console DevTools open. It's been years. It's been since I was an undergrad, since I worked on Chrome extensions. Is it open source? All right. So it's possible that we need to check. It's possible we need to check the expiry date before we try to call validate. So let's try to go fix that before we jump back into our WebSocket stuff, because I want to really nail down our auth provider. So in here we should have, where is our get access token? Access token. And we should be using a refreshing, provider. Oh, we're still using our token fetcher. Where's test chat? This is what we want. We get a new access token. We get a new refreshing provider. All right, so we need to drop into this function here, and let's rotate windows, come over here, go to definition on that. All right, so we do check, we have this pattern match here. Actually, chat, I need to run ads here so people don't get the ads when they join stream. So I'm going to run ads for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, let's see here. So maybe if this is, All right, ads should be over. Thanks for dealing with that, y'all. And if you don't want ads, you can throw your Prime subscription. But here's what I'm figuring here. So we had this pattern match on is expired, it needs validated, and we had a match on both being true, and we tried to validate. And this is the case I think we hit that we failed on right here. So I'm thinking we can remove this case altogether and just like anytime the token's expired, the first thing we do is refresh. And then on the other cases, we can try to validate when we get the token. So let's go ahead and see if that works. So let's jump back to our entry point, and we'll come down to test chat. Hopefully this works. This would be really cool if this works. Gleam run. Let's go. Let's go, chat. First try. Turns out I can still write code sometimes. That's sweet. So we no longer have to deal with the headache of futzing around with access tokens anymore. That's awesome. Okay, so let's jump back and get rid of this block now that we know that's not a valid case. And I don't think we have to change anything for you, for client credentials, because we never try to refresh. Okay, those cases look good there. So let's commit that. Fix refreshing auth provider get token. Oops, would help if I close that. Push. Good, good, good. Thank you for the follow dedication. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Okay, so that looks good, and now we can jump back to our web server. So let's go to our entry point, and we will test event sub. So what this should do when we start test event sub is we should make this new event sub, which is event sub this guy. So we create a new one, which starts an actor. And this is going to return, yeah, we should annotate this return because this is a public function. So let's annotate this return as a result with a subject, which a subject is, I forget what it's basically like an Erlang mailbox, if I understand it correctly. Let's bring in start error. That comes from actor. Right? Or does it come from process? Oh, it's a type. Right. There we go. And then we call start. So when we call start, that's going to send. So this returns nil. So it's going to take that. That sends a message to our actor, which we have this little event loop going. And the event loop will pick up handle start. Handle start creates a new mailbox. We start a new WebSocket server, and we send it our mailbox. We let it use the default URI. We make an init function. We start our supervisor, which will start the children. I wonder which one of these things is failing. Because when we run this chat, this is gonna fail. If I would save. Yeah, warning report. Actor discarding unexpected message. URL, ref, subject, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know how to debug this. And just to make sure, we should be able to hit this. Our WebSocket server should be running on port 3001/WebSocket. Let's see here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And let's bump that over to that side of the screen and this over here. If we go look at the WebSocket server, right now it's just running as a HTTP server, but if I hit this, we're not even hitting a TCP. We're not even hitting a server. So that tells me we're failing before this point. In fact, we should just, let's make another endpoint here. That's going to be like a GET request, and it will be, I don't know if this needs a slash or not. I can't remember. We'll just respond. We'll grab this, come over here, and we'll respond with the 200 bytes builder. And then we can do like, pipe that into bytes builder dot, does this take a string? Append string. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll just say hello chat. Okay, so that should give us a response. When we restart this, we would expect to see a 200 back, which I don't think we are, because I don't think we're ever even starting the web server, which we could do some logging here. So let's add some logging. I don't think this is starting at all. This will be IO, and then we can jump down here. There's a handle start, so I would expect to see this print if we're even getting here. So we're not. We'll say web socket server handle start. And all right, so let's move up the stack because I don't think that's getting called. Let's see if we're even hitting this. This will be new. And then we can, wow, my voice just cracked. In here, we can go to, let's close that. Go to definition on this, and let's see if we're even getting here. So let's bring in import Gleam /io, jump back down here. This will be io.println, and we're in event sub. And we'll say new. And we'll do the same thing here. So we start. And in here, we'll go to handle start. All right, so let's see if we get logging here, anywhere. All right, so we got event sub new, event sub start, event sub handle start, WebSocket server new. So that means we're getting to this point here. Okay. I accidentally tripped my breaker earlier by running my space heater in here, and I don't know why. All right. Oh, 1 second, chat. Let me make sure that the dog's not being dropped off yet. Nope, we're good. Okay. So I wonder if we're getting to, like, I really suspect that we're not getting here. Handle start, we'll just say this is going to be handle start 1. This will be handle start 0. And let's rerun. We can abort with dump. I don't know what that means. We'll try it. Cat Earl crash.dump. I don't even know how to read this thing. Yeah, that's useless. Okay, so thank you for the follow, by the way, El Judina. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's see here. I'm guessing this is where it's crashing. I'm guessing this assert is wrong because I don't understand OTP fully yet. And we're going to... Oh, shit. Thank you for the follow, Rundap. All right, so we get to handle start 1. Okay. So it's not this assertion that failed. So why is that happening? That's sus. Handle start, and then we can say actor.continue, and we'll just pass it the state, I guess. Is that what you take? Or not action, it's actor. Okay. Almost feels like we're failing in this event loop. So let's add another debugger in here. Handling event sub, handling message. And we'll IO debug the message, I guess. Because what it sounds like is that we got an unexpected message to this process, potentially. Okay, so we got a start message. We get here. And then we never ever very confused. Do we put our main process to sleep? That would be a good thing to check. Process.sleep forever. Okay, that seems okay. Maybe we have to put our event sub to sleep forever. Maybe we just come in here and like here we say, I'm thinking this thing doesn't need to be a actor. Process.sleep forever. What up, Priv? I don't know how to test this better. Let's go look at the example code we looked at yesterday again. I thought this was funny, chat. From Matt Pocock. This may be the most important question for a TypeScript developer. At what point do you give up trying to fix a type error and resort to as any? I Will Not Bow by BreakingBenjamin.mp3, which we should go listen to right now because that song is a fucking banger. I will not bow. Okay. We might have to dive into like Elixir docs to learn this because I don't think the Gleam docs are perfect yet for OTP. Let's take one more look. Gleam OTP. And we have this supervisor. I really don't think we need to make this an actor. So let's try to just like wing it and make this not an actor. So let's get rid of like this whole message thing. I don't know what this needs to return right now. Let's go back to our main file because this is going to cause errors. So let's just GC that, and this can be test chat, which we already know is working. So back in here, let's nuke the message. And oh wait, this is the WebSocket server. Shit, we do want this. I need to go to the events process. This is the one we need to nuke. So you become that. Let's rename this to event sub. Okay. I don't really know what you need to return. So we're just going to return nil. Well, we'll return an event sub. So we can uncomment this, deletes the capital S, come over to the comma, delete the rest of the line. Okay. This needs to be to do. Same here, to do. We can probably delete this. We probably don't even need that function anymore. And then in here, we might need this. All right. What up, okay? Okay, so we already have this stuff. So there is a start function. Start a supervisor from a given init function. we have that here. So we should almost move this to be our start function maybe. And then we get rid of you. I wonder if we need to sleep forever? That's the thing I don't know. So we make this a public function. Let's say we do this. All right, back to our normal music. As much as I want to listen to dad rock, but we gotta listen to this one, right? Like you can't skip this song. You just can't skip Animal I Have Become. 1 second, chat. Okay, Justine, he's not here yet. Justine just texted me and said not to forget about the dog being dropped off, and there's not here yet. Let's pull up learn OTP with Gleam. Wait, is this really called dad rock now? I feel like it's dad rock. I feel like this whole genre of rock music from the early 2000s is now dad rock. Like your Breaking Benjamins, your Avenged Sevenfolds, your Buck Cherries, like that whole group of bands. All right, let's read these docs. I keep skipping over this. OTP applications are structured as supervision trees. There are two types of processes in a supervision tree: workers and supervisors. Workers are leaf nodes of the tree. They do all the work. Parent nodes of the tree, they manage the life cycle of their children nodes, starting, stopping, restarting, and brutally killing them if necessary. Pretty straightforward. Workers do work. Supervisor supervise. Okay, why is this good? The propaganda... Oh man, excuse me. The propaganda goes like this. Sadly, our era's dad rock is now grandpa rock. It's true. It's true. My first concert gal was Motley Crue and Poison and Whitesnake when I was 13. Yeah, dude, I am a huge hair metal fan from the 80s. I would listen. These are my words. No one else is correct. I would call this dad rock nowadays. Like, I think if you played this for like a Gen Z or a Gen Alpha, they'd be like, "Yeah, this is like dad rock. This is like old school music." Okay, chat. I think that the dog's here. I will be right back. Well, here's one of the dog taxes. Murphy, come here. Murph. Murph. Murphy, come. Come here, look. Come say hi, Murph. Come Come say hi. Oh, I know. I see you, big man. I see you. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. I know. You're such a large golden retriever. Hello. Oh, does that feel good? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Should we go get everyone else? Should we go get everyone else? All right. All right. All right, chat. I'm going to mute my mic for a bit because my dogs are going to bark like crazy for like the next 4 to 5 minutes. But there will be more dogs coming. All right, here's the remaining dog tags. We've got Winnie. This is Winnie. The white one is Bodie. Bodie, stay down. Shh. And the tiny one is Baxter. Say you good boys. You good boys. Yes. No, we stay down. I know you're excited. Sit. Pat. Sit. Good boy. Down. Yes. Yes, you can have belly rubs. Winnie. All right, let's go get Murphy back inside. Back. 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 Come on, Murphy. Okay, now that that chaos is over, I see you. No, you go lay down. I don't want you guys on me. Back. 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 Hey. No. Sir. Oh, my chat. So that's what it's like to live in my household. Hopefully the tax is declared collected. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right. Let's keep reading this on the right here, now that they're out playing around the house. And let's put the stream music back on. There are two kinds of bugs in software: consistent bugs and transient bugs. Blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go. Let's set up our supervision tree. This one will be really simple. One worker and one supervisor. We'll set up our worker and we give the actor a subject for this process to send us messages with on init. Remember, it needs to send us back a subject so we can talk to it directly. So I actually don't need to send the the WebSocket server a mailbox. Because it should, well, maybe we do. Hold on here. We set up our worker and we give the actor subject. Yeah, no, that's what we were doing. Actually, yeah. So this code over here is like this. Come on, GitHub. So this spins up a new process and we say supervisor worker duck duck goose dot start. Okay. The supervisor API is really simple. All a supervisor needs is a function with which to initialize itself. There's a supervisor.start spec function as well for tuning the restart frequency in the initial state to pass to children. We start the supervisor. Okay, that's what we do here. Oh, that's a clever API. That's much nicer. So let's do that. We'll do supervisor.add. And we'll partially apply this. And this will be the WebSocket server. We'll do that. Delete that. What's this upset about? Oh, an extra dot. Okay, that looks good there. I love to. So this is going to be supervisor subject, which I guess we can just ignore altogether. And we can say, do we have to sleep forever? I guess maybe not. The actor's init function sent us a subject for us to be able to send it messages. Get out of here. Okay, so we just do a receive. So this might be where we want to do like a selecting function forever. So let's say let's just try to replicate this example, right? So let's say let assert okay. And we want to grab the WebSocket server mailbox. We'll call this a mailbox. And then we'll grab process.receive on our mailbox. And we'll give it a second to grab that. And then we'll just like, I don't know, IO debug this. And let's see what that does. So let's split back to our main process, which is here. And we'll uncomment this. So this isn't a result anymore. This is just our event sub. Incorrect arity for start. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? We're gonna want that in a little bit. We'll just ignore it for now. And then, yeah, that's good. Process sleep forever. All right, let's see if we can at least get our WebSocket server started this way. Are we building? Oh, let's go refresh our auth token on my other screen over here. Oh, I had an invalid token. Shit. One second, chat. Back into Node, paste that in. Start. Mini? No. Set batch size to 50. Oops. Okay. All right, we're good on work. Wait, did that just say hello, chat? Oh, well, that would make sense why we didn't see the process stay running. Okay, chat. This looks like we're running. This is looking good. We still don't have that working though. Let's make sure we're running on port 3001. We'll do that. We'll do that, and then we'll go to our WebSocket server. And let's take a look at this. So did we see that log message? We saw WebSocket server handle start. And it looks like we would be running. We're not even getting a 404. Let's go look at the mist docs quick, because I think this server is running. I just don't have it. Oh, it's running on port 3000. We need to fix that. So if we do 3000, hopefully this either gives us a 404 or a hello chat back. Damn it. Damn it, chat. Okay, so let's do this. And we'll say, this is a int. So we'll say, I don't think we can do that right now. We need to make that into a string. So we need to say int. Is that how we do this? .toString. Do I have to bring in int? Is there a package called int? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Int. ToString port. Okay, so there's our port. And then let's also print the redirect path. Subject state. I mean, we should be seeing hello regardless. I just don't know if I need a slash here or not. I can't. Well, either way, we should be seeing a 404, which is weird. So let's look at our redirect path. And then let's restart our server. So it says we're running on 3001. Gleam run. Handle start. Why would we have not seen redirect path get logged? Did we not save it? This is new router. Oh, I had a failed migration. 1 second, chat. All right, I assume that will finish, but web server handle start. Did we end up reusing the same message? What the? That's weird, right, chat? Let's grep for that string. WebSocket, if I could type, server, handle. Ah, this is new. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna end up printing new. Yep. And we're never seeing, we need to send it a message to start. That's what we need to do. So we come in here, we then, this is the WebSocket server mailbox, and we're just gonna send out a message, right? We say process.send, and this will be WebSocket server. In fact, we actually have a function for this, right? In 3, handle start. Where's our start? We should have a function in here that abstracts this for us, so we don't have to deal with the processes directly. Do we not have a start? Handle start. Oh, we don't. Good Lord. Pub function start, and this is going to get a, what is this going to take? This is going to take a subject of our message. So this will be, I don't know, let's just call this WebSocket server, WebSocket server, and this will be a subject of message. And I don't know what this returns immediately. I think it returns nil. What up, iSense? Thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. And we're gonna make a function body, and then we say actor dot, I think it's send our WebSocket server, and we'll say start. Yank in word paste there. Okay, then over here we say, really what we should do is that I have an idea here. We come in here and we're going to start the WebSocket server. So this should be the spec, right? This should be a child spec, right? It's a result. So let's say assert okay for now. Because if this crashes, that would be weird. And we'll return okay child spec. And then in here we'll say WebSocket server dot start. And we don't have a reference to this yet. We need a mailbox. We need this mailbox here. So we can't do this yet. Although that's not the child spec. So can this function return anything? I actually think this is fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we can make this even better by doing, let's rewrite this. So this will be mailbox, and we'll pipe that. One second, work ping. Okay, that's not me. Disregard chat. So we'll take the mailbox and we're gonna pipe this into WebSocket server dot start, and we'll do a little underscore there, and we'll do none. Incorrect, expected one argument. Oh, this is new. Sorry, not start. And then we pipe that into result.try, and it'll be web server.start. We gotta bring in result. So let's paste that. And this would be result. Expected type subject. Yeah. It's almost like a, we need a function tap. Function dot tap. And the first argument would be that. Second argument would be that. Right? We go here like that. Found type subject message of nil. Right. If we tap, it should just pass through, right? Fun X, and we'll just say nil. And this should be fine, yeah. And that's a result, subject of a start error. That's new. Yeah, and then we would do web server dot start, and this would be X. Tap. This is where we would do result dot try, and this would be X. And then we come over here, deletes around that. And we need parens there. What does tap do? I thought tap returned whatever it passed in. Am I wrong? Function, function, function. Tap. The argument and the effect. Ah. The argument is our result. Right. And it should pass our result through. Now I'm confused. Theoretically, we should be able to come in here and do like another function, and this will be y, and we do web server dot start y. So why is this wrong? Does the callback for tap need to return? It doesn't. It can return a B. Because y would be, that's what I would expect. Oh, this is map. That's the problem. We can go there. Do that. Okay. And then we can, I think we can do this. And we can get rid of this lambda. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I like that. So, given that, we could even go further. No, fuck it, that's fine. Okay, chat, let's see here. All right, let's try rerunning this. Listening on port. Look at that chat. Listening. That's a good sign. Boom. Let's go. Sweet. Okay, so that works. Now that we have that working, it's time to... We can remove all of our debug prints. And we'll come down here, delete that, delete that. And where's our warning? We don't need that. And over here, now what do we do with this parent? I assume we just need to select forever on this. Because the data flow needs to be like, the WebSocket server gets a message. The WebSocket server gets a message, puts it in its mailbox, our supervisor gets it, and our supervisor like gives it to the parent process. There is one. Does that seem right? So when they call play game, they start... What is n? Times, sure. So this is recursively calling itself. Slack notification sound just triggered me so hard. Yeah, I'm running a data migration for work on the side, and I just had a failed one, so I gotta retry on you. Hopefully it just works. Most of these just rework on the second try. Okay. So, luckily for me, we use Teams. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the follow, Zara Shen. Super appreciate you. Let's see here. So we get our WebSocket server, and we probably want to make a process.newSelector. And then we want to do process.select. Can I remember this? And it'll be on the WebSocket server mailbox. And I guess for now, we'll just like make a function. I guess we can do an IO debug. And we'll do process.selecting forever. Distributing the beam like that is always... Wait, what are you replying to? Oh, here we go. I thought that maybe I'll rebuild a side project. I was halfway through in Gleam. It's currently in Rust, but the base Docker image being 500 megabytes is somewhat painful for such a small project. Maybe I need to learn more about the ecosystem. I saw that Gleam export can create an Erlang runnable, and maybe I can have a smaller binary there that only contains the beam and the compiled code. I haven't gotten that far to deploying anything in Gleam yet, but Haley would be the one to know for sure. This is... What does this send us back here? Let's go to our WebSocket server new. Pub type message shutdown. Oh, this is interesting because that's a similar problem in the, well, OCaml's native, but not compilation stuff. But if Jane Street doesn't want it, it's generally not going to happen in OCaml. Erlang Slim is 100 megabytes. It's not too bad. Why is this not working? Why do I have a type error here? If I do function.identity, do I have function in? I do. Why does that not work? I would expect this to work. NJH. Oh. Abort. Flooding the queue. Maybe that's okay. Winnie. All right. So the WebSocket server mail, like this should be a subject of WebSocket server dot message, right? Oh, can I not type that? This would be a result of subject, and this would be WebSocket's message, and then start error probably. Actor. Can I not type annotate a assert statement, Haley? I mean, I guess I don't need to assert here. So we just go here and then here, and we do that. Where's the syntax error? Do we have enough parens? Yes. Oh, the comma. And then this. I also had syntax errors. So let me work through this real quick, and I will be nil. So now if I try to refactor this again to what I was doing, let's see if I can do okay. Yep, it's okay. Disregard. Yes, pager duty, I understand. Acknowledge. Good old pager duty. Should be chilling out. Yeah, it is. I need to resolve the incident. We love pager duty, chat. Should have kissed a number. Okay. So I still don't understand why this is an issue. Expected type selector A, found type subject message. Poor K. Because isn't this exactly what I do in the token fetcher? We say process.selecting. Oh, selecting, LOL. Whoops. Select forever. I got my API wrong. That's silly. Whoops. So that's not really what we need to select on though. We want to select, what is the type of this mailbox? It's a subject of subject message. This will be, I don't even know what to call this. We need two subjects. Child mailbox. We'll just say parent subject for this, and then we'll make another one and we'll call this mailbox. And this will be a way to send messages. I don't know what the right way. I wonder how Ryan did this in his Elixir code. If we go look at Twitch, I lose this repo every time. I start it yesterday. So let's look at my stars. Twitch event sub. Yeah, I know, Haley. I'm just trying to get a sense of like how he's using like his gen servers and stuff. Twitch event sub. So this is going to be this similar abstraction to our supervisor, I think. Or no, this is a behavior. Dylan, this is the nth time you build a Twitch bot. This is the first time I've ever built a Twitch bot. Well, I guess that's not true. I built a TypeScript one like months ago, which runs where is it? This Twitch bot that I wrote in TypeScript handles this. Right now I'm writing like a full-blown Twitch SDK in Gleam, which I guess we should make that SDK instead of bot. So this is a macro. That's not important. Let's come in here. La, la, la. Why is GitHub so slow today? Holy crap. All right, Haley, I guess let me think about what this needs to do. So I need to make this event sub abstraction, right? This thing on the left needs to spin up a WebSocket server. And when we receive WebSocket messages from Twitch, we need to send that to this process. And then this process callers need to be able to like register for particular events, which I guess we could just pass back a subject, and the events could be typed messages, and then we wouldn't need a registration process because we could just be like, hey, here's our subject, we're going to dump all of our subscriptions into that. Or we could get granular. I guess we wouldn't need to though, right? Just put it on the caller. That's less work for us. This does feel weird though that I need the child to communicate to the supervisor. That feels like not a normal pattern in OTP. Or that feels weird because like when I start my worker from the supervisor, it's normal for a child to talk to the supervisor. Because like over in the WebSocket server, like eventually I can get rid of this now because we verified that works. Like pretend this is our WebSocket thing over here and we get like one item redemption. We would get one item redemption here and we would need to notify the parent. And one way we could do that is just do an actor.send on its own mailbox, on its own subject, which we could shove that in its state, or we could shove a like this mailbox into its state. So we would come into like start, right? What is this? Server start. I've got an idea. So new takes a parent mailbox. Like I don't think I need this bit at all right here. Unless I'm thinking about this wrong. So this is the child processes subject. So I can communicate that way. Only paying half attention to me, I already know I've said that, but it's pretty normal for something to create a subject and then send it to some other process so that other process can talk to you. In Erlang Elixir, you have things like name process. That means the handshake doesn't need to happen, but for reasons that are probably clear, it's not really possible, right? Oh, hold on. I could have multiple types of messages. Yeah, I like this idea. All right, I've got an idea, and I don't know if it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea, but we're going to try it. So we'll say, let subject, I guess we'll say web socket server subject, whatever, mouthy, but it's okay. Process new subject. And this is what we're going to actually send back to the parent process. Or no, that's not what we're going to send back. We're going to send the mailbox back, but down here, we're going to select on that. And then we have this mailbox, which will be part of our state now. So let's say this will be mailbox. And this will be a subject of, we need a second message type. So let's say pub type, we'll just call it Twitch message. And we'll say foo, bar, and baz to start. This will be a subject of Twitch message. So we get that. And Winnie, no bar time. Winnie Marie. Here, let me let you out. That's one use for selectors. When you can create a new subject, it can technically receive messages of any type. If you look, you literally get a subject A. So you can use selectors to unify a bunch of subjects you've created. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be, let me just annotate these so I don't get lost thinking about this. This is going to be a subject of Twitch message, and this is going to be a subject of subject message, which we don't really need, but whatever. Subject. Actually, this will be just subject message. Maybe this is subject of Twitch message. WebSocket server subject. We send the parent mailbox that. Then this needs our WebSocket server subject. No, this needs the mailbox. One, two, wait. This is mailbox. We do that. Okay. Okay, so that feels okay. We'll come up with some better. We'll come up with some better names maybe. But now we can rename this to mailbox. Paste that in. And now when we receive on this, this is not a message anymore. This will be Twitch message. Right? Hey, guys, Bodhi, chill.
Sorry, I didn't know. What?
Sorry about that, chat. All right, does this make sense? In fact, this can probably just be parent subject. We'll replace that, and then we'll just make this mailbox. All right, this makes so much more sense, I think. So now we get back a subject from the child process that can send us Twitch messages. And let's just like IO debug in here rather than identity. io.debug. And what is this? Actor, we don't need that. Okay, great. This is looking good. Now we can start building our actual WebSocket implementation, which we need to go look at raw hats mist. Okay, we got mist, and let's go look at WebSocket. So this is going to take a request. One second, chat. Got to restart a migration here. Yes, I know. Okay. So in our WebSocket server, we need to come down here and we need to set this up here. And I had an example. I think the repository has a good example of WebSockets. Yeah, right here. So we're gonna say, let's give ourselves a new function block, and we'll just yoink that, put that there. And in here we'll say miss.websocket. And that's gonna take a request, which will be our request. Rec. It needs an on init, which will be function. It gets some connection that we're ignoring. And it looks like we're gonna have to give this a selector and some, let's just say that. We'll just say to do on this because we're gonna have to set up a new subject for this. And then this needs on close. We'll just paste that. Go back to the beginning of the line, delete there, great. And finally a handler, which is going to take state connection and message. State con and message, and then we'll just say also to do in here. And we'll need to bring in Gleam IO. Let's see here. Okay. How do I connect to a specific WebSocket server? I need a WebSocket client, not a WebSocket server. Shoot. Can I not use Mist for that? So we are at the point, I got this working, but now I'm realizing that Mist might not be what we need. So Mist is a WebSocket server. I think I need a WebSocket client. And I don't know if Mist can do that for me. Stratus. We want Stratus. What up, I don't know how to say your name, Morzan. Let me shout you out here. How was your stream? Morzan, thank you. Thank you for the coffee.
You're welcome. Ow!
Welcome, Raiders. We are working on building a Twitch SDK in a new programming language called Gleam. All right, so we want Stratus. Let's go to packages.gleam.run. And we want Stratus.
Okay, alright, everybody out.
Everybody out. Winnie can stay.
Murphy's being crazy.
So let's... Crazy dogs.
Did they see him get the zooms? He got the zooms and he went,
Who did? Bodie?
Murphy.
Oh. Outboats.
Buddy.
Alright, can you shut the door, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm grabbing my slippers. Okay, goodbye.
Morzan said, was good. Finished with databases. Went through JavaScript testing, just trucking forward on my learning journey. That's awesome. What's been? Are you like following a particular curriculum? Or yeah, like how are you choosing what to learn? Remy the gay guy said, I've known nothing about what I've witnessed in the last 2 streams I've been in. Well, but you know, hopefully you learned something and they've been entertaining. But welcome. Everyone is welcome here, regardless of your knowledge of programming. And chat, always feel free to ask questions regardless of your skill level, except Badger, of course. Very small brain. All right, so we need to Gleam, add Stratus. In fact, let's go to our online documentation. Sending. Okay, so this is not super feature complete yet, so we might end up contributing to Stratus. Is there any other more mature WebSocket clients? Gramps. I don't know what a datagram, Gleam gun. We could use sort of, it's kind of double-sided. On one hand, I started a Code Academy course on back-end deving. On the other hand, I've also got a job offer from a company. They sent me their training course, which I'm doing offline with stuff like MS SQL, .NET, C, and such. Nice. Well, congratulations on the job offer. And Remy, there is a streamer named Trash Puppy. Let me shout her out. She is a former nurse who just broke into tech. And she is awesome. You should definitely give her a follow. I think you'd appreciate her stream. So, Rapscallion Reeves asks, Gleam seems cool. Any thoughts on how it compares to Elixir? Is it just that it's C-style? So Gleam is like Elixir, but with the type system of OCaml and the simplicity of Go. And if you don't know anything about OCaml's type system, it uses a type system called Hindley-Milner, where you don't have to annotate all your types, and the type system will still perfectly infer everything. We still do tend to annotate types for like documentation and just clarity and stuff and correctness, but it's a really powerful type system, and Gleam is really, really lovely. It can also compile to JavaScript and generate TypeScript.d TypeScript.d.ts files. So really, really cool. Okay, we're good on migrations. So let's just, we might as well work with Stratus and contribute back if we run into points where we can't make it work. So this is actually gonna, let's just make a new file because we did this wrong in the first place. This is gonna be WebSocket client.gleam. We'll save that and we'll split these side by side. And let's open up the WebSocket server on this side and let's just yoink you because it's gonna need some similar state. And we can grab these. In fact, we could probably copy a bunch of this. Thanks, Morzan. Have a great night and a good dinner. Being a nurse is fun. I enjoy it. What kind of nurse are you? Could have been. And we need you. And I know we'll need you. Where do we have state? Twice? Ah, we don't need you. Critical care nurse? That's what Trash Puppy was, I think. She worked in the ER, I think. And now she does cybersecurity. But yeah, I mean, being a nurse is takes a special kind of person. So much respect. Yeah, I think Trash Puppy worked in the ICUs then too. Self-employed developer is enjoyable because you control your own time. Yeah, if Vercel has a successful exit at some point and we IPO or we sell, I think I will probably, for a year or two, just do consulting and open source and just like take some time and enjoy doing the kind of development I want and stream a lot. Shouldn't say if, when Vercel has a successful exit and my my equity is turned into cash, I will take a few years off and consult and do open source full time. That is the plan, chat. Although I don't know if I would stop working at Vercel immediately if we had an exit. Like, that would be a really exciting time to be working at a company. But at some point, I would like to retire or take a couple years off and do consulting and open source. I've done consulting in the past, and I do some light consulting on the side. I don't have any active clients right now, but hey, if anyone's out there and is looking to hire a full stack dev that has a ton of TypeScript and React and Node and OCaml experience, I am available to take on clients right now. Yeah, Badger Consulting. In fact, you're in the United States, right, Badger? Let me see if I might be able to connect you with Formidable. Do you have some sort of infinite time glitch? Me? I don't have an infinite time glitch, but I know that I can handle like one client at a time with well-scoped projects. I have a very like explicit and thorough process for working with clients that sets both myself and the client up for success and allows us both to understand each other's time and constraints before we agree to anything and sign contracts. Damn. Doesn't look like there's any US roles even open. Badger, if you want to keep your eye on this page, whoops, wrong link. If you want to keep your eye on this page, Badger, and if any positions pop up that you would fit, let me know, and I can connect you. I can connect you with the folks at Nearform, which was previously Formidable, which is where I worked. But yeah, I can for sure probably get you at least into like first round interviews. But yeah, I totally agree that consulting at an agency was the most valuable thing I ever did in my entire career. Like, it built so many good skills and so many good connections. Um, yeah, I am so thankful that I got to consult at Formidable. All right, looks like we have everything in here. Let's go ahead and add a prefix there to do. Okay, so let's go over here and we need, how did we get to Gramps? We went Stratus. Be me, self-employed. Yay, now I control my tie. End up working at an indefinite contract for the same company for years. Genius. Well, the way you've talked about it, Haley, at least, it sounds like you do enjoy your job and company, at least. And I know you guys work on cool stuff. And you've clearly been able to balance being on the Gleam core team, which is also amazing. Oh, okay, I see. I didn't know that bit. The other one can eat chit. I'm assuming that's the 3-year contract one. All right, so let's start building this out a little bit more. Oh shit, you work at Arden Labs? I know Arden Labs. I got to, oh, what is his name? He's the Go guy. Oh, why? I got to hang out. I ate lunch with him at GopherCon in San Diego in 2017. Damn, why can I not think of your... Bill Kennedy, yes. Yes, dude, Bill is a great guy, and I've been through a lot of conference training sessions over the years, and like Arden Labs and Bill, hands down, give the best training. It is the most worthwhile training that I've ever been through. Like, you guys crush it. If anyone is looking for Go training, like, I cannot recommend Dan's company enough. Yeah, Arden Labs is amazing. Bill is amazing. We're gonna go out on a limb and say, because Bill hired Dan, Dan is also amazing. So if you're a Go dev, make sure to check that out. All right, so we don't need Mist now. So let's rip out all the Mist stuff. This is gonna be Stratus now. Stratus, if I could type. I don't know what this will be. What is this gonna be? Probably whatever this returns. So let's see, Stratus. We have this builder. That's probably, it's either gonna be a builder or a connection. WebSocket, yeah, we get a builder back. So this is gonna be a builder. I don't know what ABR yet. So we'll just do option of, let's delete Mist, and this will be import Stratus. And we want type, not Stratus, builder. And this will be an builder. In fact, let's not O2 Shard said, I am from India. For me, it's evening, 6 p.m., but it feels strange that all you streamers live for streams super early in the morning. I'm assuming from the US, and the same with Tej and Primogen. Yeah, Tej only recently started streaming early. I'm on the East Coast of the United States, so it's 9 in the morning where I'm at right now, and I normally start streaming around 7 a.m. I do that because that's the only time in my day I have to stream if I want to do it and work on the things I want to work on. We'll just say nil here. My company laid off 200 people, and I just got word today that they hired a second overseas team to replace them. Oof. Is there any open jobs for self-taught devs? Shadow, I've worked with a bunch of self-taught devs. In fact, I'd go out on a limb, and people that have hung around my chat a bit have heard me talk about this before, but consistently in my career, some of the best developers I've worked with have been people that don't have CS educations and are self-taught. And then to add to that, there seems to be this weird link to self-taught developers or really, really good developers and people that have backgrounds in music. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but yeah, like all the devs I really, really look up to and that have mentored me and that I think of as being like incredibly smart, talented devs have always had some deep background in music. Haley says, self-taught here, my background was in music. Look, there it is, chat. Haley is definitely one of the devs that I think is hella talented and I look up to. And if you're not following Haley, you should. She's building Luster, which is a web framework, backend and front end for Gleam, which is incredible. Like there it is again. Like how weird is that? Louis, the creator of Gleam, music background. See what I'm saying? Wild. That's super awesome though. Hour 4, finding a type error, wondering if the wall is tougher than my head. What language are you programming in, Senyan? Exactly, Alcaeus. I feel the same way. I don't have a musical bone in my body. This will be, let's say, Stratus. And we'll just keep this as none for now. We don't need a port. So this doesn't need a port anymore, which we don't need this anymore. TS and Next.js and Xauth. Well, what problem are you having? I might be able to help. I should be able to help. I work at the Triangle Company. Although I don't work directly on Next.js, but I think the Next.js team is incredibly talented. I love poking into their Slack channel and see what they're working on. So now our state is slightly different, right? We have a mailbox, our WebSocket client, and this. So now we can delete to there. And okay, this looks good. We don't need that. All right, so we can get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. We don't need URI, don't need that, don't need that. Probably don't need you, don't need you. Don't think we're gonna need you. Okay, so now let's construct our, Stratus client in our start spec. Let Stratus client. We'll say WebSocket socket server. I guess this is still kind of like a WebSocket server, but it's not like, it's like a WebSocket process. It's a WebSocket worker. I don't know. We'll come back through and we'll clean up language at some point. All right, where did the example repo go? All right, cool. If I get through some of this, we'll take a look. Where's the README? All right, so we're going to say, let's go grab the Twitch developer pub sub or event sub WebSocket URL. All right, so we'll say what up, Fury? Let's say const URI event sub URI equals this. And then down here we'll say does this request come from, so we make a normal request, okay. And we say request.to. Wait, what file am I in? Oh, dang it. I totally just did this in the wrong file. Whoops. Good thing we committed earlier. Let's go here, make G over here. And then we can delete. Yeah, okay. Let's go grab this, and we'll grab our old. I guess I could just check out using the command line, but I'm lazy. I've never been to a conference before. Do they print what company you work for on your badge, or is that just for their reference? It's probably a combination of things depending on conference. One, they might put it on your name badge. Two, they will probably forward your company name and contact information to the sponsors for sales stuff, I would bet. But I wouldn't really worry about it. It's kind of like the norm for conferences. Okay, cool. That's back to normal. This is good. Then down here, how do we instantiate the server? Cache. Okay, so we don't do anything. Yeah. Great. Start. So this is where we'll say let assert okay something, and this will be request dot to what conference are you going to, Badger? And this will be a response. React Miami? Damn, dude, I was gonna go to that, and then I submitted to talk at React Miami, and I didn't get selected. I was like, pretty sure I ended up in as like a fallback batch, but then I was gonna have my last company pay for me to go to React Miami after I found out I didn't get selected. But then I found out at the beginning of the year it was shutting down, and I didn't, it was too late by the time I started Vercel. Yeah, I feel the same way, Haley, except for the Florida Keys. I absolutely love the Florida Keys, but the Florida Keys are like totally different than the rest of Florida. I absolutely love the Keys. I would love to retire to the Keys and live like the golden ratio. If you guys have never seen the golden ratio, they are a computer science professor who teaches at the University of Maryland and a lawyer, and they live in the Keys, and they rescue dogs, and let me see if we can get a good view. They have like 6 dogs. They both work remote, just down in the Keys. This is my dream. I do love Sedona too. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at these puppers going for a swim. Oh my God, little Zola. This YouTube channel kept me sane for about a year. When I was going through my divorce, like watching the daily snaps at the end of the day was like the one like constant thing in my life that I knew I could like end the day being happy. Oh, she's so adorable. Yeah, this would be the dream. Okay, so we get a request. What is broken here? Something is broken. I can feel it in the LSP. It's probably Gleam build. That doesn't seem right. You should, Badger. Justine and I volunteer for a golden retriever rescue in Raleigh. Cool, Senyan. I will take a look here. Either on stream. If I don't get to it today, we'll look at it on stream tomorrow morning, and I'll DM you before we take a look. I don't know what Vim tests are, Cyprian. I guess we don't even need this now though, right? We'll just delete that and we'll keep the chat. We'll delete that and then we can go to deleting that. We'll go back to event sub.gleam. And we will just comment this all out and do a to-do. So it fixes our language server. Are we building? We are. So if I say Gleam run, we should get a log to chat. There it is. Great. Okay. Now back to our WebSocket client. All right, there we go. We have a result string. Close that, bump this over, and we say let builder run your test at the speed of thought. No, I just pop open another terminal. Cyprian, I just will keep terminals with tmux underneath where my code editor is. I need to run another quick ad break chat. 1 second. We'll be back in a minute 30. All right, so let's see here. We need to copy this pattern on the right. So this is going to be dot WebSocket or builder equals Stratus dot WebSocket, and it's going to get a request, which will be our do that. We need an equal sign. Request our init will be a function. I don't know what init is supposed to take, but we'll just copy what rawhat's doing here. We'll say nil and none. And then this will be loop. This will be our handler. Could probably copy this block maybe. All right, what are we messing up here? So we have that closes that. That closes that. That's not right. There we go. Time updated. This probably comes from Stratus. Stratus does not have a time updated. Where does time updated come from? Oh, that's our own message. So let's copy that. Okay, so we have this builder. Stratus.user. Time updated. We don't want to send messages back right now. Let's just do like IO debug on this. Same deal here. We don't want to send a message. This can just be same deal. And same deal here. We'll come back through and clean this up. Stratus user close. Okay, so I see that. Oh, we already have that case. Right. Okay. So what does the init function take here? What up, Flapia? It's been a while. How am I? I am doing really well. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. It gets a selector, gets an A. Oh, so that must be our initial state. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Sometimes it's hard learning new stuff, chat. So we get the builder. And then we pass that to on close. So let's copy that. Oh, what up, Raw Hat? No, you're all good. It's not that learning Stratus is hard, it's that learning OTP. I wouldn't even say it's hard, it's just unfamiliar. And then we can pipe that to, in fact, let's just say, do you do anything else with the builder down here? Process that started sleep, send a message, done. Selecting process down. Okay. So this will be let assert okay, and this will be WebSocket client subject, and this will get piped to stratus.initialize, and then I don't know what process.monitor does. I don't know what these do. Let's go learn about those. God, what are these songs? Not OTP. I don't think we have Erlang open. I really like Mist, by the way, Raw Hat. Mist is great. Kudos. Erlang. Monitor process. Start monitoring a process so that when the monitor process exits, a message is sent to the monitoring process. Okay, I see what that does. And then the other one was selecting process down. Did I miss that? Add a process monitor to a selector so that the process down message can be received using a selector. Okay, that makes sense. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we don't want that quite yet. Internal message A. import the sum constructor. Okay. Hey, so I figured out the issue. The tutor has edited one of the next auth core files and not covered that in a video, just found it looking through all the definitions in a clone of his. You can still review new code on your stream if you think that'll make good content. Yeah, sure. If you would love, if you would want like a quick code review tomorrow, we can absolutely do that. If you swing by stream tomorrow morning and just remind me, we'll do a quick code review. And I am a gentle code reviewer, so don't worry. I will not tear it apart or anything. I'll be as constructive as I can be. I think code reviews are like probably the best way for mid-level and junior devs to learn. Like it's like our version of like apprenticeships, right? Like that's how you can transfer knowledge from like a senior dev to a junior dev. Is like one of our best tools for that is code reviews. So I think it's really important to have a good company culture around code review. Okay, so this seems like it could be possibly working. I don't know. Let's wing it. How do I know when this connects, raw hat? I'll just throw that there. Just to preempt this definitely crashing, you'll need to update the URL from WSS to HTTPS. Oh. Rawhat, do you have any do you have issues listed on your GitHub repo for Stratus? Doesn't look like it. If you were to cut some issues with some like outline on stuff that needs to get done, I'd be happy to work on Stratus with you. Haley said, my boss reviewed a junior's code this week, and the review was, their reviews, let's do this, and they suggested replacing an icon separator and a breadcrumb with a border in the corner of an, hold on, I need to read. My boss reviewed a junior's code this week, and their review was, let's do this, and they suggested replacing an icon separator and a breadcrumb with a border in the corner of an after pseudo element rotated 45 degrees. He provided no comment, no context. Just yeeted, no, do this. Okay. Well, cool. Let me think about that. I got to figure out what all still needs doing. It might be dumb, boring stuff left, but maybe not. I think maybe setting up to automatically run the Audubon to suite. Yeah, like I don't care if it's boring or dumb stuff. Like if it's gonna help make like the ecosystem better and your life easier, and you know, I'm more than happy to help contribute to this. I would my only ask on that would be that there was issues for me to pick up. But again, no pressure on that, no expectations. Okay, let's see what happens when we try to run this. We'll go to here, and now we're gonna want to spin up We can really delete this old file. We can make this our WebSocket server. God, this music is so bad. All right, this is a good song. Pig. Oh, it's moving along. One second, my manager messaged me chat. Okay. So we can pretty much copy what we were doing here. New, this shouldn't be none. This should be the parent subject. Oh, right, we don't need that. Well. She's always seeing her every time she comes around. Okay. Are we building? We are. And where was the warning at? Right. And just to make sure, our Gleam run should give us a chat message. Hello, chat. Awesome. Cool. So let's jump back over to our main process. Glitch.gleam. Some Kyle, let's go. Chat, we did it. We got a message from, we got a message from freaking Twitch. Raw Hat, you madman. That was an actual first try. Let's fucking go. God, that feels good. Claps for Raw Hat in the chat. Claps for Raw Hat in the chat right now. What a legend. Make sure this has a star. Hell yeah. It's because Raw Hat's from Pennsylvania. People from Pennsylvania are just built different. Oh, that's so sick. All right, let's get a nice little screenshot for the old Twitter sphere for this. And we'll just grab it before it logs oh no. And we'll get rid of this. And we'll actually make this Raw Hat is a legend. And then let's close this side, and we'll close this, and we'll open up this, clear there. Let's minimize this, center screen. Let's get a better size. Let's get something like, we can make our font smaller too. Something like that, or maybe we'll go bigger. What is our font size at? 23. Okay, let's just, we'll make it wider. What is some pretty code here? Do like right here. Then let's center this with rectangle. Clear that. And we'll say Gleam run. Perfect. That's so sick. We're gonna actually start getting into doing really fun shit with this. That's the tweet. That's the tweet, Ninja. That is the frickin' tweet. I'm so excited. I was not expecting to get this far this morning. Get Gleam run. Get Gleam paid. At Ninjatron. Come on, I follow one person. I follow one person with the word ninja. Can you not filter my list to the people I follow? Okay. Okay, still. We all know that it's still terrible. Glitch has successfully connected to Twitch via WebSockets. Raw Hat, do you have a Twitter I can tag you in? Unless you don't want me to tag you also. I don't care. Totally your preference. But I would love to give you some credit. Alex Manning. Look at this charming, handsome fellow from Philadelphia. Oh, what a sick domain, too. Shout out to _ Alex Manning. Like this right now, like I just followed this person. I'm about to go work at Twitter for like a week and just rewrite their entire search. Boom. Raw Hat just very quietly props up like the entire Gleam ecosystem. Facts. Winnie. All right, chap. It is about time for me to get to my day job. I appreciate all of you hanging out. I might try to do a late night stream tonight. I say that all the time and I don't end up doing it. Justine and I are doing a little date night tonight, and when we get back, if she wants to read and go to bed, I might keep working on this because I'm pretty freaking pumped about it. So if not, I'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Senyin, if you, again, we might do a quick little TypeScript Next.js code review first thing tomorrow morning or at some point tomorrow, but otherwise, yeah, keep on gleaming and have a lovely hump day, y'all. Let's find somebody to raid. We got Tej and Prime. See if there's anyone else we can find. We've raided Tej already this week. I would love to frickin' filter out game devs. Not that I don't appreciate them, I just don't feel like rating game dev stuff. Keybind does, he's the one that's working on like the Go VPN, right? Rust and NeoVim. That could be an interesting. This guy's got 1 viewer. That could be fun to raid. Yeah, let's raid this guy. Raid someone tiny. It doesn't have... Alright, y'all, go give this person some love. And we will be back either late tonight or tomorrow morning. No.